M4 versus X4M.
That's not even sure though. We have to focus on scaling.
We have to go to Mexico and scale. We got the G-Shock, you know, nothing crazy, but still tells the time. It's just a beautiful day outside, you know, coming here with the entire team, eating beautiful breakfast.
How's everything, man? How you doing? You know, obviously it's work, but a lot of the time it's keeping yourself in a mental state where you can keep working. So what's cool today, guys, is Arvin, one of our incredible BSF team leaders, and actually getting his brand new M4 competition today. He worked super hard to go ahead and obviously deserve this and earn this, and it's a great day for him as well. And it's great because over the years we've learned how to buy and sell cars properly through lots of different videos online. Exotic car hacks is a great way to go ahead and learn online. One of the things that Arvin did, he actually bought an undervalued M4 competition, so he's actually getting into that car for less than it's worth, and it's essentially free miles for him. And a lot of people say cars are bad investments, or they're not actual progressive investments. That couldn't be further from the truth. In this marketplace, if you get into the right car at the right time, you can make a lot of money on it. For example, my Audi R8 I bought for $160,000 in full. I could sell for $200,000 right now. I haven't even owned it for 8 months yet. And my X4M Competition, I bought that for $58,000. I could sell it now for $80,000 as well. Right, it's buying the right car at the right time as well as the right spec. And all of these things can kind of go hand in hand with any type of actual asset, especially in this day and age when inflation is actually 6.9% a year. It's up from 6.2% last week. It's at 6.9%, the highest I think in over 40, 50 years, I think even more. But you have to go ahead and have a spot to go ahead and put in your dollars. You shouldn't be having them sit in the bank anymore, right? Us business owners, us entrepreneurs have comfort by having value and worth. Right, and you don't want to diminish that worth by having money and just sit in the bank. It's not going to do you right.
Honestly, one of the biggest pieces of advice that I actually learned from Justin, and Justin learned from his friend, was to always surround yourself with beautiful vision, right? So beautiful sceneries like this, it's never ending. So if you look over there, it's just like ocean, ocean, ocean. So it makes you feel like everything's expansive, and you're so much more open-minded. And you need to surround yourself with more scenery like that, because your mind actually unlocks. And it's actually a fact that obviously humans are a bag of chemicals, and all we need to do is to go ahead and actually stimulate our chemicals, and how we stimulate ourselves becomes how we feel about ourselves and how we work on a day-to-day basis. So if I'm literally getting dopamine rush just by looking out in the distance, that's making me happier, much more positive in my life, much more productive in my life, and eventually that's going to lead me to, make more progress.
One of the really cool things as well is it's actually proven that those who live near the water have lower stress levels as well.
Listen guys, so I've been driving a 2000 Honda CR-V 5-speed manual for quite some time now, for about 30 months, and it was now time to just kind of get a car and enjoy it, be a little sportier.
And Arvin, I know you actually had some other really cool cars as well, so why would you go from those other cool cars like the 370Z, etc., to that actual CR-V? And walk us through that kind of process with what went on, and then kind of your next level and your push forward to the M4.
Quite honestly, I wrecked my 370Z. And one of the main reasons I wrecked it is because I never had my priorities straight. 3 years ago, I was just spending money randomly on modifications and going out on, losses, liabilities, no investments. And I just was headed to the wrong direction. And I knew that some sort of energy in the universe was telling me I have to slow down. I have to get back in my center, refocus on my actual dreams and goals and thoughts. And I feel like the CR-V was a great way to give me that period of humbleness and remind myself that I have to slow down, focus, and then go head to the right direction. Now, after about 30 months of driving the CR-V, I think it's safe to say that I have definitely been more focused in the past 2 or 3 years. And honestly, I want to treat myself. So that's why I went ahead and bought a black M4 with competition package.
One of the hardest working guys I see every single day of the week. And like I said, it's been an honor to work with you the past years. And I think this is going to be something that is not only lasting for the next few years, but several, 10, 20, 30, 40 years down the line, man. And again, I'm super proud of you, and you deserve everything you got coming your way, man. Congrats on your success, on your stores, your businesses, life and business, and everything else in between, man. Honored to be here with you.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Of course. This is the family you got to be with, man. People who uplift you, people who give you positive energy, people who always tell you the direction to go in and head in life, and tell you when you're wrong as well. And they're not afraid to correct you because they care about you. That's what you need to hang out with.
Well, we actually trimmed the ad sets on that particular store that we're running 2 days ago, and also a bit more last night. And whenever we're trimming ad sets lately, we've been seeing audiences or other campaigns start to pick up in performance and do better, which is cool. So this is a new brand of ours, brand new brand, straight into beyond six figures. Okay, it's 10 a.m. right now. We're already at $2,000 in sales so far. This store did $100,000 last month, and is going to be on track to do about $100,000 to $150,000 this month as well, which is super cool. And this is a brand new store, right? We've scaled stores at $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in a single day, but it starts with this. It starts with consistency. Our Facebook page feedback score is 4.0. We have tons of units in-house. We have no holds on PayPal because our customer support is phenomenal, and our shipping is extremely quick because of our BSF Connects. And it enables us to actually build the brand from scratch, which is so amazing. So, that store you guys just saw is one of our many businesses, and ultimately what's caused that to be so successful is the fact that we care about our consumers, we care about our shipping times, and we're investing into inventory up front, and we don't have any PayPal or any Stripe processing holds because we actually do good business, leading us to have all of our actual funds come to us in a timely manner. We're also using credit cards and about to be 0 interest for a whole year as well to give us more equity into our actual stock as well. So this store will soon be doing $300,000 to $500,000 a month, and I'll keep you guys in the loop throughout the process.
A very important point that Justin specifically made that I'd like to go ahead and also touch upon is we're slowly building this store. We could easily run this store up to do a 40, 50K a day.
That's true.
But the key point is we're lining up our supply chain. We're taking care of our customer service. We're making sure the product quality is optimal. We're making sure that our processors are, healthy and are continuing to go ahead and actually provide us the support we need for fulfillment. We're making sure that we actually take into consideration all the feedback from our customers initially of the products being sold. So we're not just blowing our account with ad spend. We're really building data so that when we actually scale, we are ready. Rather than the other stores you see, 0 to 40K a day in 2 days.
Right. The only thing is, the lifetime of that store is only a week long because their processors put them to bed. Exactly. That's a great point, man.
Exactly. And what we're doing here is we're actually literally slowly gathering data, slowly working on getting our ducks in row, and then when we're ready, we're gonna scale this bad boy.
Foundation.
Literally.
A true foundation. Like we always say as well, like all of our systems here at BSF are focused on foundational approaches and not vertically scaling off the bat. So to Arvin's point, we build the infrastructure, the foundation first to ensure that we can actually build the business and build on top of it, and then we go ahead and start scaling and doing bigger numbers when we can actually handle the actual supply chain. So keep that in mind, guys. It's not all about huge revenue right away. It's more about consistency, making sure your margin's there day to day so you can actually scale the business and not just operate a 2-week pump and dump like a lot of these other guys will have you do.
So I think the number one thing I've noticed about business, especially when you're on the growth stage, is there's tons of phenomenal ideas, and everyone has brilliant ideas, but literally within the first day or two, the idea has a lot of energy, there's so much motivation behind it, but there's no really kind of action, right? And if you can't execute on the idea, you can't grow like you originally thought you would. That's why it's super important to go ahead and actually make sure that you're actually organized and structured with every single member on your team as well. So I think it's a phenomenal idea to go ahead and actually have like a team Trello board or a leader Trello board or a reminder where every day you can check up on your list and it's like, all right, we got to action this, and you set deadlines and you get that done, and it's action, it's executed, and finally your actual thoughts go into fruition.
Many businesses will do $1 million, $10 million, $20 million, right? Your first million is not really until your second or third million because taxes and expenses, etc. Your first 10 million is not really until your first 20 million because of taxes, expenses, etc. And all of these different things kind of play a role into making sure that you're actually being financially responsible and being smart. Because if you're not smart, you're going to get, for lack of better terms, shafted, because there's all of these ways to make sure that you lose your money, right, or don't keep it, and you have to make sure that you go above and beyond to make sure that you do. So taxes, expenses, etc. are going to go ahead and hit home, and they're definitely going to go ahead and hit you personally as well. And it's just important to make sure that with all these expenses and things happening, you are going out of your way to make sure that you are safeguarding your cash flow, because the money that you do save can really obviously help you a lot down the road, help you build your business and scale, and ultimately you need to make sure that you have your finances in place properly to actually continue to build wealth. And if you don't have any financial literacy, you have a very hard time growing in this world. Hey guys, so I just wanted to hop in here and show you guys a little bit of what I do to kind of relieve stress in my free time. As we work day to day, obviously, we work every single day with no days off, and oftentimes you do need to take a little bit of time off. So ultimately what we do is, or what I like to do is come out here, relax by a lot of the water features out here in the community. We also have some other cool spots I like to drive to on the golf cart. I actually picked this thing up, I think, a few months ago, put some work into it as well, but based on what I paid for it, the value has been unmatched because I'm able to get relaxed and honestly just unwind out here, driving around and kind of seeing views. Ever since I was young, I've always been kind of obsessed with like nature and ultimately just getting outside and just feeling free, because that's ultimately what we were meant to do, is obviously just feel free and feel like we have the world in the palm of our hand, so to speak. So out here is where I'm able to feel like that, and it really helps me kind of keep moving forward and continuing the journey, because it does get tiring, it does get stressful, but whenever you're able to kind of unwind and relax and see a view and kind of think some thoughts through, it really helps you get to the next level much quicker. And I'll show you guys a bit of a tour on the golf cart as well. So this is the Easy Go right here. We actually put a lift kit on it, which is super cool. And we got these big boy tires put on there as well, so we can do some off-roading, which is kind of cool as well. And one of the main things that we've also done to this cart is we put brand new batteries in it, right? And we also threw a tune on it. They're actually called speed codes. So this specific cart can go 28 miles an hour off-road and last about 2 days. When I got it, it would last about 4 hours. The batteries were shot. It went like 15 miles an hour. And like I said, we put the lift kit on it as well. So it's super cool, and it seems just like a little normal golf cart, but ultimately it's more than that to me, because it really helps me relax, unwind, and kind of appreciate the finer things in life, honestly. So this is another one of the actual really cool spots I like to come in my neighborhood, sit in the golf cart and relax. I like to close deals up here and honestly just take some calls and get work done. I call this Closing Hill, which is super cool. It's relaxing.
Saying that he has some additional delays. It's still going to be happening today, but now it's between 9 and 10.
Oh my God.
Looks like we're having another cup of coffee tonight, boys.
I want the car today. And as long as we can make it happen, I'm happy with that.
So apparently the car was supposed to get dropped off today at 1, right? We actually had a little bit of a run up with the guy. He said that, it's delayed for whatever reason. So, he called us back again and let us know it's delayed again. So it looks like we're getting the car at around 11 to 12 tonight. Let's have a little store update. Before it was at like 1.9K, like 10 a.m., right? Today it's at 3.5K so far, right? It looks like it will end up at around 5K today, which would be super cool. Keep in mind, this is a brand new store, literally created throughout BSF, all the systems, and we do this every day, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. Definitely more of a, kind of a random video today. And I know you guys want to see some behind the scenes stuff. So we want to be sure to do these again for you guys as well. And we have Arvind over here. I'm not sure what he's doing. Arvind?
Still waiting for the car. Guys, I don't know what to say. It's gonna take me some time to take it in.
Dude, I love the smell of a fresh BMW in the morning. Hey man, I'm super proud of you, brother.
I got the car. It's really nice, mommy. I just got it. I just picked her up like...
How does BSF equal all this?
This is crazy. I just picked her up like 30 minutes ago. Like ever since the car, like the lift gate was open, I was frozen almost, because I'm just looking at the car. It's like, it's a dream. Like, I've never owned something this expensive, and this is relatively not even expensive, but I've never owned something this expensive, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of, you know, BSF and provide impact and give back to them, and give back to the community and the family that we have. And also, you know, you gotta treat yourself. So I'm very, very happy. I still have so much dopamine rush of just coming down to, you know, meet Justin, the team, and be in Florida, be by myself, you know, learn on making big businesses and growing BSF together. There's so much going on. I guess I can't fully appreciate the car right now, so it's gonna take about 2 to 3 months loading period for me to kick in that I am driving this car. But I just want to say, if you work hard and you treat yourself, you know, and you know, change the community and the, you know, environment around you, overall it just makes you sleep at night. The number one advice is to be clear with your vision, but flexible with the details, which basically means you got to know where you want to go and have that set and not change, but not try to understand or kind of overcomplicate your steps on how you get there. You're gonna face hurdles, you're gonna face problems, and you need to accept that and redirect yourself and go around the hurdle or on top of the hurdle or crush the hurdle to reach the destination. A lot of times I thought I was going too slow or I was going too fast and I was being self-critical of myself. But I realized when I just let it happen and let it flow, I was going all right the whole time.
I'm like happy as a kid in a candy shop right now, because this is what I like to see, man. This is what I like to see.